with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Hey, good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in for this Tuesday edition of the Erie News NOWCAST. I'm Brissa Bradfield. Congressman Mike Kelly is headed to the U.S.-Mexico border today to learn more after he visited the dormitory in Summit Township just last weekend. Now, that's where 146 unaccompanied migrant girls from the border crisis were temporarily housed. He'll be accompanied by 2 Ohio congressmen. Now, Kelly plans to visit McAllen, Texas on what they're calling a fact-finding mission. Kelly has been critical of the Biden administration for a lack of policy or answers on how they plan to handle the continuing flood of migrant children coming in at the U.S. southern border. Congressman Kelly says since some of those children were housed right here as an elected official, he and his district deserve some answers. And switching gears now to the latest on the coronavirus front here at home. The first vaccination clinic in Northeast was held at the First Presbyterian Church on Monday by AHN St. Vincent. Now everyone getting their first dose of that Pfizer vaccine. But we wanted to know if they expected everyone to be back for their second dose. New data shows that almost 8% of those millions of people who have received the first dose did not go back and get their second. And while that number is low and it's a good sign, health experts say it raises concern. AHN St. Vincent says they have seen a handful of no-shows for the second dose of the vaccine. But those cases, again, are few, but getting that second dose is key to reaching full immunity.
First dose kind of provides that little primer for your immune system. That second dose is really what boosts that immunity. So it takes you from that 50% effectiveness up to 95% effectiveness. But without that booster, you're looking at probably about 50% effectiveness of the vaccine.
And the next vaccine clinic there in Northeast will be in 3 weeks back at that church. And meantime, a vaccine clinic for students in Erie's public schools and their families is scheduled for next Wednesday. The event will partner with AHN St. Vincent and the Minority Community Investment Coalition. The clinic will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday, May 12th in the gymnasium at Erie High School on Cherry Street. Now up to 1,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine will be available, and a sign-up form is now posted on each student's online learning platform. And there's no limit to the number of family members who can register with each student. Students ages 16 and 17 do, though, need a consent form signed by a parent or guardian. And if you've gotten your COVID vaccine, you received a vaccine card after your appointment to take home with you. Now that small white card highlights the shot you received, the dates, and where you got it. But what should you do with it? Do you laminate it, put it in your wallet? Well, our Molly Samora has those answers.
Is good to have that laminated card, but I think having the original, sort of like we do with birth certificates, social security cards, keep the original in a safe place, but be able to have like a digital or a paper copy available to you kind of as you travel about.
Erie News Now contributor Dr. Becky Dawson tells me it's important to have multiple copies of your vaccine card, both hard copies and a digital copy on your phone or laptop. I asked her what happens if you lose your vaccine card.
This is a way to go through, we're recording everyone who has had the vaccine, what date, what lot, all of that information is available, but I think that we're moving so quickly to vaccinate people that to get a replacement card is going to be a challenge at this point in time. So I would just take the initiative to make sure that you have multiple copies, both digital and hard copies.
Dr. Dawson tells me it's crucial to get vaccinated and keep track of your vaccine card, as you may need it in the future to attend certain events.
Keeping it is going to be important, and I think we'll just see it start in education and then maybe go out into other events, other types of events. I know that Burning Man is talking about you can only go to the Burning Man concert if you have your vaccination card available and can prove that you're fully vaccinated. So I think we are going to start to see a need for it.
And that was our Molly Samora reporting. Well, bringing in now meteorologist David Walter. David, it's been a pretty gray day out there.
Yeah, it certainly has. We've managed a little bit of sunshine, but the clouds certainly winning out for today as we Look outside over State Street. You can certainly see enough of that cloud cover overhead. We're sitting at 66 degrees right now. Winds from the south at 11 miles per hour, and that's helping those temperatures to continue to warm on up. There is just a marginal risk of severe weather, and you can see on our color scale here, that's at the low end of the severe weather spectrum. And we're just looking at that potential for maybe wind gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. And that's with some of those storms as we get later in the day, and even possibly on the overnight. Also, isolated hail can't be totally ruled out either. So yeah, there's a small chance for one of those stronger storms today, as this system is pushing a little bit of shower activity through right now, but it is fairly quiet. Enough clouds through central Ohio, and we'll continue to deal with those areas of clouds for today. You can see a little shower passing by Titusville and just to the northeast of Oil City. Futurecast not really bringing us much rain as we head into the afternoon, but we do have some showers even near the lake shore pushing into western New York around 12. You can see some of those heavier showers and storms developing more so away from the lake shore as we continue deeper into the afternoon. By the evening hours, some of those mountain showers around. And notice as we get into your Wednesday early morning hours, start to see the showers take back over, and it could be kind of wet to start off your hump day, but notice as the day progresses that we're not seeing as many showers. We're at 11 a.m. here. During the afternoon, it will be a bit chillier overall. We'll have more clouds than sun, but we'll try to dry things out a bit more. You can see those temperatures. Right now, we are in the middle and upper 60s, 64 into Meadville. You can kind of feel that dampness in the air. We've also got 67 into Warren, so all of us into the 60s, and we'll be going for the 70s for some of those locations, especially away from the lakeshore this afternoon. Now, this is around about 3 o'clock or so. You can see temperatures actually coming down just a little bit. We'll peak right around 70 degrees in Erie, but the warmer numbers will persist farther south as we get into the afternoon. A little bit more energy in the atmosphere for some of those heavier showers and storms. So watch out for some of that heavy rain and also some of those areas of gusty winds as you are maybe traveling across Crawford and Warren County as we get into the afternoon. Again, these locations, slightly better chance for some of those afternoon storms, and a few of those storms again could produce some heavy rain and gusty winds, but we'll talk more about the 7-day outlook in just a moment.
All right, thanks, David. Well, the temperatures David just brought us aren't exactly swimming weather. Well, for many people, opening up your pool or hot tub, it's a sign that warm weather or summer is here. But this year, trying to keep those pools maintained could be a struggle for some. Arlena Jonathan has more details on one crucial pool chemical that could run out before summer comes to an end.
As long as you don't treat it like toilet paper, there'll be enough for everybody.
That's Michelle Erickson, the store manager of Colley's Pools and Spas over on West 26th Street. Nationally, there's been reports that a chlorine shortage is on the horizon. That has pool owners wondering if they'll be able to get their hands on their cleaning chemicals.
I've checked with our suppliers. They've assured me that they have the supply. If anything, they may run out of the plastic containers, but the actual chemical themselves, I am told that we will be able to get.
Erickson is telling her customers to continue shopping normally and doesn't encourage hoarding the chlorine. That's when there'll be a supply problem.
And if somebody tries to buy like 5 or 6 of them, no, this is what you need for your pool. We want to make sure we have enough for all of our customers.
Pool liners, Erickson says, are actually harder to get your hands on than anything else right now. And if you're looking to get one this year, she says good luck.
You cannot get a liner right now if you need a liner. That is probably more of a high demand than the chlorine.
And that was Arlena Jonathan reporting. Well, it's time to play ball. The Erie Seawolves will open their 2021 season today, and they're starting the season on the road against the Reading Fightin' Phils at First Energy Stadium. Now, opening night at UPMC Park will be on Tuesday, May 11th, when the Seawolves host the Akron Rubber Ducks. Now, that's when they'll unveil all of the improvements that have been made down at the park. That list includes fully renovated suites, new additions to the party deck, and a new event space overlooking the field. Now, tickets for individual Seawolves games are on sale now, and you can, of course, buy them online or via phone. And David's back with a check of that 7-day. And this one contains Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, but it's a bit rainy.
Yeah, and may the 4th be with you today.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, we got tons of holidays ahead, fun times. Cinco de Mayo, yeah, 54 degrees for your Wednesday. We'll start off kind of wet, maybe another shower hanging around during the afternoon, but we're looking at those scattered storms to be developing, again, mainly for inland locations this afternoon as temperatures stay fairly mild south of the lakeshore, and we're still caught up in the 50s. By Friday, a few more showers in the mix, mainly sunny on Saturday, then Mom's Day, just getting to about 60 degrees with more of those showers. So kind of a coolish look to the 7-day outlook. Brissa?
All right, thanks, David, and thank you all for tuning in here on Facebook Live for the Erie News Nowcast. Our next news is coming up at noon on WICU. We'll see you then.